Everybody. So today's a watershed moment. It is a watershed moment for Edie Windsor.
Sorry, James.
It's a watershed moment for married same-sex couples all across the country, and it's a watershed moment for the country itself. That's because the Defense of Marriage Act is the last federal law that requires discrimination against lesbians and gay men. And with the court's decision today striking down the core of that law, we wipe out the last federal discrimination on the federal statute books. So what this means is it is a capstone on decades of efforts to rid federal law of explicit discrimination against gay people. In American history, there have been many laws that explicitly discriminated against gay people. For example, there was a law that said that the federal government couldn't hire gay people. And in fact, in the 50s, there were purges to rid gay people, to rid the federal employment system of gay people. There was a law that said that any company that did business with the federal government also couldn't hire gay people. Until 1991, there was a law, our federal immigration law said that gay people couldn't enter the country. And of course, until 2010, the Don't Ask, Don't Tell law said that lesbian, gay, and bisexual people couldn't serve openly in the United States military. Over the last several decades, the United States has gotten rid of each of those laws because we've recognized that they are unfair, that they are unconstitutional, and that they are inconsistent with America's core commitment to equality. Up until today, there was just the Defense of Marriage Act left. So what today's decision means is it's not just the end of Section 3, the core of the Defense of Marriage Act. It's the end of official federal discrimination against gay people. And given that context, it's clear how monumental a moment this is in the broader struggle for equal rights for LGBT people all across the country. Today, the court also gave us another milestone. It restored the freedom to marry to California. And that, too, is something that the entire country should celebrate, because after all, in America, freedom means freedom for everybody. And today, while we celebrate the demise of the Defense of Marriage Act and the restoration of marriage to California, we know that there is still a lot to do to secure the freedom to marry for same-sex couples in every state in the country.
Microphone.
But the momentum that we carry forward into this movement, the momentum for the freedom to marry, is astonishing. Just 7 months ago, there were only 6 states plus the District of Columbia that allowed same-sex couples to marry in the United States. And none of those marriages got federal respect or recognition. Today, we have 13 states plus the District of Columbia that allow same-sex couples to marry with California. And if you're married under state law now, you're married for federal purposes too. We got there at the ballot box last fall, in state legislatures this spring, in the court today, and most importantly, in conversations around kitchen tables all across the country. Here at the ACLU, we are already working on the next phase of the movement to secure the freedom to marry for same-sex couples in every state. The ACLU and I are proud, honored, and indeed humbled to have represented Edie Windsor in this litigation. We wouldn't have gotten rid of Section 3 of the Defense of Marriage Act without the love and the devotion that Edie Windsor and Thea Spire committed to each other over the course of 44 years. And we certainly wouldn't have gotten rid of it without the courage and the determination that Edie brought to righting this clear wrong. So I'd say that each of us, gay and straight, owes a deep debt to Edie because she has made the country more free and more fair and more equal today. In fact, she's made it more American.